Hello everyone, and welcome to our channel. Today we are going to talk about food safety audits. If you are working in a food-related business, you then know the importance of food safety. Compliance with food safety standards is critical in order to produce safe foods and protect the consumers and your business. An effective way to ensure a food business meets the food safety standards is by conducting food safety audits. Food safety audits provide insights about the organization's food safety culture and practices, and also help to identify areas of improvement. For purpose of this training, we are going to review first some terms and definitions. Audits are organized activities to evaluate criteria and obtain evidence of fulfillment. A food safety audit is a systematic and documented process that examines compliance with regulatory requirements and effectiveness of the company's programs and policies. An inspection is different from an audit. Inspections refer to the examination of a product, a process, or installation. Inspections are often equipment or area-based. The main difference between an inspection and an audit is the duration and the scope. Inspections are more frequent and less extensive than the audits. An inspection can take 15 minutes every day during production, and an audit could take days to complete. The auditor is the person who conducts an audit. The auditee is the organization or areas being audited. An audit plan is where it will be described the activities for the audit. The audit criteria is the set of requirements, policies, or procedures used as a reference against which evidence is compared. The audit evidence are the records and the statements as support. An audit finding is the result of the evaluation of the collected audit evidence against audit criteria. A conformity is the fulfillment of a requirement. A nonconformity is the non-fulfillment of a requirement. And a requirement is a need or expectation generally implied or obligatory. Food safety audits are typically conducted to meet food safety requirements mandated by food regulatory agencies. If we talk about the types of food safety audits, there are internal and external audits, and these can be classified as follows. First-party audits. These are the internal audits conducted by or on behalf of the organization itself. First-party audits can be conducted by employees of your own facility. Second-party audits. These are external audits conducted by parties having an interest in the organization, such as customers, or by other individuals on their behalf. Third-party audits. These are external audits as well, and are conducted by independent auditing organizations, such as those providing certification, a registration of conformity or governmental agencies. Here, I would like to make reference to the International Standards ISO 19011 Guidelines for Auditing Management Systems. In this ISO, you will basically find the key items to perform internal or external audits in an effective way. Whether the audit is internal or external, the typical process for a food safety audit will have specific steps to ensure consistency. Planning and preparation is where an auditor or the audit team identify the areas that need to be evaluated during the audit. The auditor or the audit team prepare an audit plan. The planning should include the scope and complexity of the audit, the location, and the standards that will be audited. Execution is when the auditor or the audit team conduct the audit according to the plan. Is the verification of the food safety practices, of the process's operations and documentation. In this step, the information is collected, pictures can be taken, employees are interviewed, some testing can be performed, the conformity of the food safety system is verified against specific criteria, and the findings are recorded. Preventive and corrective actions. In this step, the auditor or the audit team evaluate the preparation of the organization in order to address gaps and hazards through properly preventive and corrective actions. Verification. The food safety audit does not end until after the implementation of the preventive and corrective actions. In this step, the auditor or the audit team asks how well corrective and preventive actions are working, and if they are meeting the requirements. This is commonly conducted by reviewing records and the verification of the results after applying those actions. Audit evaluation. The evaluation of the progress ensures that objectives are being met and improvements are on track as needed. The evaluation is a continual feedback and improvement. Remember, whether the audit is internal or external, the typical process for a food safety audit will have the same steps. The more consistent you are with the process, the better. There are some practices that can help you to implement effective food safety audits. The best way to establish the instructions about how to perform a food safety audit is with an SOP. SOPs are a key item of the food safety management systems to ensure consistency in daily operations and produce safe and quality products. Having an SOP with detailed instructions for food safety audits will be the best practice. For guidance how to create a standard operating procedure or SOP, please check on our video detailed in the description below. Depending on the size of the company, you would need to select an auditor or an audit team. Remember, they must receive and have proper training to perform audits. Create and use checklists or questionnaires with the specific requirements. The checklist can be represented in checkboxes saying complies or does not comply, but also to perform an effective audit, keep additional notes about the findings. This will give you feedback about what is working or not. It is easier to make audits by process, not by procedures. Focus in a specific area, let's say the receiving area and the receiving process. There you will cover all the procedures related to the area. Communication. Keep all employees informed about the upcoming audits and the purpose. This way they are better prepared for the auditor's questions. A good frequency to perform audits is annually. However, it is recommended to increase the frequency of audits in areas where more issues are found. Create records to demonstrate the implementation of the audits, such as audit plans, non-conforming reports, and corrective action reports. After every audit, create an audit report with the findings and schedule a follow-up for the non-conformances found. Food safety audits are essential to the success of your business. Food safety audits help assessing the conditions of the facility, processes, and distribution. Audits engage management and employees, build a food safety culture and continuous improvement, and ensure compliance with regulatory and industry requirements. That will be it for today. Thank you. And if you enjoyed our video, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel to check for the upcoming content. We wish you the best of success.